Hey guys, thanks for joining us back here at the Range Report, and it's been a while since we've been back at you. I had an injury a couple of years ago that I kind of re-aggravated about a month or so ago, and I've been off my feet since then, but today I felt good enough to get myself back out to the range. And it's a good thing too, because I picked up a couple of guns at auction, and over the last few weeks they managed to come in. The first gun I picked up is a little bit of an American classic. It's this right here. This is the Ruger Standard, or as it's known now as the Ruger Mark I. This came out somewhere around the 1950s or something like that, and the design had remained pretty much unchanged until the late 70s, early 80s when the Mark II came out, then the Mark III. Now this is just a bare bones target pistol. That's it. It's just a plinker, but this gun is renowned for its reliability, durability, and accuracy, and also that it's a hell of a lot of fun to shoot. Now, I got this thing in about a week and a half ago, broke it down, just oiled it up, didn't really clean it, it wasn't dirty or anything else like that. 9-round capacity magazine, one in the chamber, so you get your full 10. The trigger on these is a little bit heavy. I measured it at around 7.5, 8 pounds. It's got no creep at all. It's just all wall, and then it breaks, but it takes a little bit to get it to break, so it's not as crisp and fast as some of the modern guns are. I know we've had the Browning Buckmark on the channel. That thing's got like a 3-pound trigger, and it's super fast, super accurate. This is sort of like the granddaddy of them all. You got this, the Colt Woodsman, and other ones like that. But this is just as basic and plain a 22 as you're gonna get. So we're gonna run some rounds through it. We got just the blacked out sights on it. They're not adjustable or anything. Well, the back you can kind of drift for windage, but that's about it. There's no hold open on the last shot. As a matter of fact, there is not even a slide release on it. You have to, in order to get the slide back, you got to hold it back and throw the safety on. That's the only way to keep that. Once you drop the safety, slide comes back. So there is no indicator on it. There's no, when it stops shooting, don't assume it's empty. You have to check. You may still have one in there, but we're gonna run some rounds through this thing. 21 feet out, I got one of these plastic bottle targets. I inadvertently forgot to bring a bunch of targets with me, and they're not open on the other side by the pro desk, so I can't buy anything. So I'm just gonna throw some rounds at that thing and see how this goes. This is the first shots through this gun. This is a 1971 vintage Mark gun, so we're gonna see how it runs and how we like it. So here we go. All right, the Ruger Standard Mark I 22 long rifle, 9+1. All right, let 9 out on the 10th. It was empty, doesn't lock back, but we'll take a quick look. These targets are supposed to be, infinite. You can keep shooting them until there's nothing left, and they actually hold up pretty good. We've been using these for a while. I got a 6-pack of them a while back, and I think this is the third one. The first two were pretty much shredded down to nothing. They didn't even look like bottles by the time we were done with them. But these are a pretty good investment if you want a reusable target. We're going to load this up, take a few more shots, and give you a synopsis. All right, got our target out now at 40 feet. I'm going to see if my old eyes can pick this up. All right, I've got one failure here. It's a failure to eject with a failure to feed. Yeah, that one sort of gummed up the works pretty good. take a quick look at this. This is the one round that just got mangled up pretty good in there. I'm not going to attribute that to the gun. I'm not going to attribute that to anything else but the fact that this is Monarch 22 ammo. This stuff is horrible. It's horrible. Nothing that we have really runs that great with this stuff. But for the most part, I would say that the gun is accurate. It's going to be reliable for you. The magazines are a little bit of a pain in the neck to load. They're 9-round magazines, and you've got such a steep angle on this thing that it takes a little bit of getting used to get them loaded. But the gun itself, just fantastic gun. I mean, it's smooth, it's accurate, it feels great in hand, and for what you could pick these things up for now, a couple of $300. Everybody should have one of these things, especially if you got youngsters you're trying to train up, or you want to get people that are maybe recoil sensitive or report sensitive. These are a great gun to have somebody cut their teeth on. They're basically indestructible. Fantastic guns. It's the Ruger Mark 1. You can spend a whole hell of a lot more and get the Mark 2, 3, 4, and we'll be reviewing those on the channel soon enough. But for this one, it's not bad at all. Really enjoy this gun. Listen, by the way, while you're here, you know that SHOT Show's coming up in January out in Nevada. Now, if you guys have ever wanted to go to SHOT Show, but you don't have the credentials to get yourself in because it's not open to the public, I want you to check out the link that I'm putting down below in this thing. If you're going to be out in Vegas on January 20th, at the Prairie Fire Range is going to be one of the most amazing range days you're possibly ever going to get your opportunity to go to. It's going to have some of the biggest names in the gun industry out there. You're going to be able to go out there and shoot. You don't need a special invite or anything else like that. It's going to be open to the public. Content creators, buyers, distributors, you guys will get in for free. There is going to be a charge at the door, but where else are you going to be able to get a chance to go and shoot some of the most new and innovative guns on the market that are all coming out for 2025. The link is going to be in the description below, and while you're there, hit the like, share, and subscribe, and all the rest of that. Help us grow this channel. We'd appreciate it. Until then, we'll see you guys later. Be safe and shoot straight.